stories shape who we are. The stories of where we're from, the community of people we grow up around, we live by, we call neighbors, the people that we go to church with, the people that we meet at the grocery store, and the people we attend school with. Clearbrook School with. A lot of people here in the Clearbrook area attended the same school their whole life. They didn't move around. The kids that they started school with in the first grade, they finished with in the 12th grade. That is, if they finished 12th grade. Back in the old days in the rural communities, it wasn't as important to finish the 12th grade, especially for men who had to go work on the farms. And so a lot of classes started out with maybe 97 people, maybe even 100. They were lucky if they had half of them graduate back in the teens and the 20s and into the 30s and even into the 40s. In this episode, we will meet Donald Trefz, one of the few men to graduate in his class of 1942. So let's capture our stories in its purest form from the people themselves. What is your full name?
Donald Trefz. German.
Trefz.
F-Z.
Yeah.
So you're German?
Our son went over to Europe here a few years ago. If you look up the Trefz name, he thought there would be one. He opened it up, the phone book is full. German. Born in Leonard.
You were born in Leonard?
East of Leonard, one east of Leonard, on a farmhouse, in a farmhouse.
Okay. Is that where you grew up?
Till I was 12 years old, then we moved south on my grandfather's farm down by Fort Lake. And then I lived there till come to Bagley.
Okay.
55 when we come to Bagley.
Yeah.
Yeah, 55.
55. And your wife just told me you've been married 78 years?
No, 76.
Oh, 76. I was adding on 2 extra years. You went to Clearbrook School your whole life?
No, just high school.
Just high
Just
school?
Leonard, 8 years in Leonard.
Okay. So Leonard still had a school then?
Yeah.
Okay. And you graduated from Clearbrook in 1942?
Yeah.
What was school like for you in Clearbrook?
Very easy.
Easy?
Oh, yeah. Math, I love math. Figures.
Oh.
No trouble with math.
Did you have a favorite teacher?
Miss Nystrom.
Okay.
She wasn't married. She was about 50 years old. But she was a principal at that time with us at the high school.
Yeah.
Very strict ladies. I mean, a very good teacher. I liked her very well.
Okay.
She made the kids, we had a couple of boys who was pretty bad. When she came in the room,
Everybody
she
behaved.
changed everything. Oh,
Wow.
well, she was a very good teacher. I forget what she taught now. It must have been history. History teacher she was, I think, yeah.
What do you recall about the school? Do you have any stories of going to school there?
Oh, not really. I don't think nothing special.
He skipped school all the time.
He skipped school all the time?
Well, I guess I did once, yeah.
You did once?
I
Yeah.
got caught.
You got caught?
Well, I didn't. The two of us boys went. We two good friends as a basketball coach. And they had a basketball game in the afternoon over at Manoma. And so he asked my friend and me if we wanted to go. And we said yes. We didn't tell no teacher, no, we just went with the coach. And come back, my friend got caught.
Uh-oh.
But I never did.
Uh-oh. Yeah? Yeah.
For skipping school.
For skipping
But that
school.
was up to the teacher asked us to go, so I don't know.
Yeah. Did you play sports?
Did I what?
Did you play sports?
I played some basketball, but I couldn't play much because I lived in Leonard and all the practices were after school.
Okay.
So I couldn't stay for practice so long.
Did you ride the school bus?
Yeah, I rode the school bus, yeah. And we had to walk about a half a mile from our house, or not quite out to the main highway there on 223. I lived right south of Leonard on the lake there, so we had to walk, well, put her half a mile from our house and way back. And one time we come there, we was always out there waiting. This day we come, I was about, well, less than a third of a block from the road and the trees growing. He never even slowed up. So I didn't get on the bus. He never slowed up because he knew it was always out there, and I guess he thought, I don't know why he didn't stop.
What were school lunches like?
When I went to Leonard School, I carried my lunch pail. No hot lunches there. You take a jar with some potatoes in or spaghetti or dinner set out in the hallway for a while. And it was cold, the hallway was cold. And I'd bring my lunch home and I had to eat it. And my mother says, "How come you didn't eat your lunch?" I said, "I couldn't, it was froze." Well, of course, then she got hold of the kid, you don't complain, I was in
You have frozen lunch. This hallway is so cold.
third and fourth grade, fifth grade, and then parents found out about it, or they complained to the teacher, and then we got to bring our lunch pail in the room where it was warm, so that we didn't have to eat frozen lunch anymore. And they set it in the hot water thing to get it warm for noon till they come with a hot lunch.
Oh.
Hot lunch started when I was in high school. And on Friday, they always had cocoa. That Friday was a cocoa day. That's all you got for lunch was cocoa. And we used to go to the creamery and get a 5-gallon can of buttermilk, and that's what it was made out of. It wasn't the best to drink. The teacher, and we started out with 94 freshmen, and they split us up into 2 classes. Kids kept dropping out. Half of them had quit. Some of them the first 6 weeks, and some of them even after they were sophomore and into junior year, they quit. So we had 40, either 46 or 47 that graduated.
What did you do after you graduated?
I worked in the woods. So we have a farm right south of Bagley too, 400 acres. And my son lives on it now. We had sheep for a while. There were about 4 dogs got into our sheep that one night and killed several of them.
That's
Some of
awful.
them were tore up, the innards were hanging on them. I had to kill the sheep, but I went into cattle then.
Beef.
That's what my son has got now, is the beef cows.
Okay.
25 cents an hour,
A big pay, I suppose.
12
hours a day. Made $3 a day.
$3 a day in a harvest field.
I was 16 years old. Yeah.
Where were they?
North of Grand Forks, up by Minto. It's about 30 miles north of Grand
How
Forks.
did you work?
Well, there was
Oh.
farms all over, but that's where I worked 12 hours a day. And the one farmer that we started working for, when we went out there, we had to stay in the barn. Slept in the barn.
You slept in the barn?
Well,
It's nice.
I remember a couple of cats. We slept in the hay. The cats would come and crawl in us at night. We changed jobs and we went into town, and we didn't have no place to stay. Didn't have no money, so we slept on a stable kind of horses. Had horses and there was empty stall. We slept in there, and then a guy had laid alongside of me. And during the night, I felt that hand feeling around me for money or my billfold or something. That was the middle of the night, so I got scared and got up and got on set on the street for the rest of the night. $1 was $1 them days. When you made $1, you was rich.
And then you came back and you still finished high school.
Birthday on June the 8th.
Okay, 17.
So I was 17. Well, my birthday was just a few days after I graduated.
Okay.
So I was 17 when I graduated, actually. On June the 2nd was graduation.
Years.
I operated my business for 38 years, the International Harvester, and on Highway 2 there where all the Cub Cadet tractors are now. That was there for 38 years.
38 years you had a
I did
business.
the International Harvester in Heston, and
International
I
Harvester?
sold a lot of tractors. Back in the middle 70s, I couldn't get enough tractors to sell. I had to go take on the Heston line to get enough tractors. Sell any tractor I could get hold of, I could sell it.
Wow.
Farmers were really buying stuff then.
Yeah, I bet my grandpa probably bought tractors from you.
Oh, did
My
he?
aunt and uncles. Well, my grandpa was Clarence Peterson. He had a farm just right there in Clearbrook as you're going towards Gonvick. It was a big farm, the first big farm on the left. going
knew
towards
him.
Gombeck. You knew Clarence?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Oh, okay, that was my
He
grandpa.
lived just a mile north on the east side of the road there.
Yes. On June 8th, 2025, Donald Trefz will turn 101 years old. I am thankful that I got to meet Donald. He is a charming man. He reminded me a little bit of Jimmy Stewart. Remember Jimmy Stewart? One of my favorite stars of old Hollywood. Very gallant and charming. This has been a storytelling experience where we got to hear the story firsthand from 1942 graduate Donald Trefz. Thank you and see you next time. Love all life around you. Be inspired. Be grateful. Birth joy. I am Oopsie Annie. Oopsie.